For today, we have Ethereum's London hard fork, what you need to know, and what to expect. We have a US senator who's revealed that he's invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they go over how much crypto he holds. We'll also touch on Wells Fargo tells customers it's shuttering all personal lines of credit, and the Fed says a surge in crypto prices reflects an increased risk appetite. The Fed says some pretty interesting things, and I'm also curious to know what you guys think, so we're going to dive into this. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are all having a great day. Welcome to the Digital Investor channel, where we cover everything that is going on inside of the crypto space. If you guys are frequent viewers of the show and you'd like to show some support, tapping the like button helps a ton to push this video in the YouTube algorithm. And with that said, we're going to hop right into it. The central bank's monetary policy report to Congress gave crypto a rare shout out on Friday. The U.S. Federal Reserve singled out a dramatic rise in the price of cryptocurrencies and its overall assessment of the stability of the financial system, which said it's the first time the central bank has ever done so. The central bank told Congress that the surge in the prices of a variety of crypto assets reflects investors' increased risk appetite. Okay, so keep in mind the main reason, right? The main reason that the Fed says that there has been a surge in crypto is just that investors' risk appetite has increased, okay? While officials within the Fed have discussed crypto before, the institution itself has seldom, if ever, used the asset class as a benchmark to consider broader market conditions. Small shifts point to the Fed giving crypto a closer look, such as how to proceed on a digital dollar project. As we know, they do want to do that digital dollar project. Even so, one small shout out does not make a sea change. The 69-page report declined to further elaborate on crypto assets, their resiliency, prospects, or impact on monetary policy. It bundled the mention within a broader section on the price of risky assets sandwiched between housing prices and treasury yields. Asset prices may be subject to significant declines should investor risk appetite fall, interest rates rise unexpectedly, or the recovery stall, the section ended. So pretty interesting stuff, right? The Fed just, hey, these are risky assets and they're going up because of increased investor risk appetite. I mean, is it just me, or does that sound like a huge oversimplification of what is going on? I mean, I've been documenting cryptocurrencies for, quite a bit now. I think at least probably about a year now. And from what I'm seeing, it's not, people aren't coming into cryptocurrency just because they're like, oh, hey, you know what? I have a plethora of extra cash in the bank and my risk appetite is higher. So therefore, I'm just going to, buy a Dogecoin at 60 cents. That's not really what I think we're seeing at all, right? I think a lot of people came into the crypto space because of their fears for inflation, people looking for a store of value. I think for the Fed to sit here and say that it's just because of an increased risk appetite, what? What are they even talking about? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I mean, sure, people have a little bit of increased risk. I think while cryptocurrencies were booming, everybody kind of had an increased risk because, emotions were high, everything was surging. But as far as the reason why that brought people in, I think the Fed has it a little backwards here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This here from Wells Fargo, this was posted a few days ago. I'm sure you guys have seen this, so we'll touch on it briefly. But Wells Fargo tells customers it's shuttering all personal lines of credit. The bank is shutting down all existing personal lines of credit in the coming weeks and no longer offers the product. The revolving credit lines, which typically let users borrow $3,000 to $100,000, were pitched as a way to consolidate higher interest credit card debt, pay for home renovations, or avoid overdraft fees on linked checking accounts. And get this, guys, this is the part that's pretty messed up. Wells Fargo warned customers that the account closures may have an impact on your credit score. Yeah, that's right. It's something that you have no control of may impact your credit. So round of applause for Wells Fargo, everybody. This is why people are leaving their banks in droves, becoming their own bank and getting into cryptocurrency. I'm telling you guys, if you want to give, the middle finger to the banks, the best way is to take your money out and put it into something you own. Put it into cryptocurrency or even precious metals, right? Just get your money out of these disgusting parasitic systems. And here we have U.S. Senator reveals he's invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Here is how much crypto he holds. He sits on the powerful Senate Banking Committee and is disclosing his investments in Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is a Pennsylvania Republican, Pat Toomey. He's invested up to $30,000 in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And guess what, guys? He did it through Grayscale's trust offerings. So interesting. Toomey invested between $1,000 and $15,000. Pretty broad right there, into the crypto asset management Grayscale's Ethereum trust on June 14th, and he also invested between $1,000 and $15,000 in the Grayscale Bitcoin trust on June 15th. His prior financial report from 2019 shows no sign of crypto holdings, although he has been an advocate for the cryptocurrency space in the past. Last month, the senator wrote to the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen calling for significant revisions to two proposals seeking to address illicit misuse of cryptocurrencies. The proposals would have a detrimental impact on financial technology, the fundamental privacy of Americans, and efforts to combat illicit activity. Again, they give pretty broad spectrums here, right? Between $1,000 and $15,000, pretty broad. I mean, I would say it's probably closer to $15,000, especially right here. It says he has invested up to $30,000. You know, I couldn't imagine you put only $1,000 and you put it in through Grayscale. That doesn't really make much sense to me. So I'm kind of thinking it's probably more towards that $15,000 side. But nonetheless, pretty interesting, right? We have a U.S. senator who is a Bitcoin and Ethereum holder, and he was writing to Janet Yellen about his cryptocurrency concerns. Not bad, not bad. And now we also have Ethereum's London hard fork. This article did a really good job of explaining everything that is going on. So this is what you need to know and what to expect. So let's dive into it. What is going on with this Ethereum London hard fork? How is it going to impact Ethereum? How is it going to impact miners? And how is it going to impact us, all of us as holders? So let's dive into this. Although it was initially scheduled, the London hard fork, to take place in July, a recent statement from Ethereum developer asserted that the hard fork will occur on August 4th of 2021. So let's start here. Why does the Ethereum blockchain need improvements? Launched in 2015, the Ethereum's network utilization has grown massively in the next 6 years, as it's arguably the most used blockchain in the space today. It has become the home for multiple stablecoins, countless NFTs, and DeFi projects. With this utilization, though, came significant hurdles for the current proof-of-work consensus algorithm. Those included delayed transactions and unreasonably high fees reaching 4 digits in USD on some extreme occasions. And I think we all have experienced that, right? Where you go to do a transaction and that ETH gas fee makes it pretty much not worth it, right? Definitely some issues there. The developers working on the ETH blockchain saw this, and their ultimate solution is to transition the network from proof of work to proof of stake. However, it's a complex procedure requiring years of developing, testing, and implementing before it is completed. After the Istanbul and Berlin hard forks, now it is time for the next one, codenamed London. The London hard fork will contain several EIPs, most notable of which are 1559 and 3554. As explained in EIP 1, each proposal should follow these guidelines, and here's what they say. The EIP should provide a concise technical specification of the feature and a rationale for the feature. The EIP author is responsible for building consensus within the community and documenting dissenting opinions. EIP 1559 aims to reduce transaction fees through a somewhat controversial method. Instead of the user having to send a gas fee to a miner for the transaction to be included in a block, EIP 1559 proposes that gas fees be sent to the network. And here's their little diagram here. So here's the transaction fee, and then base fee and tip, the primary market fee, secondary market fee, and basically what it says is EIP 1559 gas to be sent to the network instead of miners, so the fee is being sent to the network. Essentially, this new pricing mechanism will burn the fee, which will reduce the overall supply of Ethereum, which sounds pretty good, right? Burning some overall supply of Ethereum, that could be good. The base fee will change with each block. It will depend on the network congestion, as if one block is 50% or more full with transactions, the fees will increase and vice versa. Now again, on the surface, this looks like this could be good, right? Burning the supply of ETH. A lot of people think that would bring the price up, so that's one possible scenario. Later on in this article, they also go over a possible, backfiring of that scenario, so that'll be pretty interesting. We'll go over that here in a second. EIP 3238, on the other hand, will target the difficulty time bomb. It's a feature that makes mining Ethereum increasingly more difficult. The idea is for mining to become so hard that miners will have no choice but to transition out of Ethereum 1.0 and move over to Ethereum 2.0. Okay, so how do they plan to get these people over? Is to make the mining super hard to the point where you basically have no choice. You would just switch over. The developers explain the motivation behind EIP 3554 as follows. They say targeting for the Shanghai upgrade and or the merge to occur before December 2021, either the bomb can be readjusted at that time or removed altogether. Now here's the controversy. While the aforementioned proposal upgrades might sound like a move in the right direction for most, not all parties are happy, especially with EIP 1559. The burning of the fees would essentially create a deflationary effect on the second largest cryptocurrency. Although this could enhance ETH's chances to become a preferred store of value asset due to the lower supply, it would reduce miners' profits. Okay, so if this came about, if you were just simply a holder, and you were, looking to get an increase, get an ROI on your Ethereum, right? A lot of people talk about Ethereum could be a store of value. I mean, at this point, guys, it seems like, what cryptocurrency can't be a store of value? If Bitcoin can and Ethereum can, then how come XRP can't? And how come, any other of these cryptocurrencies can't, right? It's almost like, I feel like it's being used a little too loosely, this store of value argument. But anyways, that's probably an entirely different video. Going back to staying on point, as a holder, right, if you want your Ethereum to increase and make a lot of money on it, this could be a good thing, right? Because if it transitions to kind of the store of value asset, then it's going to be a good thing. But if you're a miner of Ethereum, then this would be bad because it would reduce miners' profits, hence the controversy. Ethereum mining has indeed been a lucrative business, with profits surging to new highs in the past year or so. After the London Hardfork, this could change, even though users will have the option to tip the miners if they choose to. And a recent report by Coinmetrics asserted that 1559 might not help with reducing the gas fees at all. It indicated that the high transaction costs are, quote, fundamentally a scalability problem, and as long as dApp usage keeps increasing, which is the current trend, they will remain at these levels. So that poses me to ask you guys a question. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is fundamentally a scalability problem, or after this London hard fork, we should see most of these issues disappear? Really interested in reading your guys' comments and seeing what you guys think. Instead, the paper outlined another possible solution, at least until Ethereum 2.0 arrives. It comes from Layer 2 scaling networks, as several blockchain projects have already launched such projects. In any case, the London hard fork is among the most anticipated events in the cryptocurrency space this year, and will most likely have a significant impact on Ethereum's highly utilized blockchain. So that is everything that you need to know about the Ethereum London hard fork, how it affects you as a hodler, how it affects you as a miner, and the controversy behind it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I also did this. So as you guys know, we did this poll. If you can invest in only one, what's your move? XRP, XLM, XDC, Bitcoin. XRP leaded with 67%. And a lot of you guys were commenting, hey, well, what about ADA? What about ADA? Someone put something like, oh, well, you didn't put ADA in because you knew it would win. So I was like, all right, whatever, let's do it. A lot of you guys have been commenting about ADA. I'll try to make this one hard. And I really did, guys. I tried to make this one hard. No, I understand ADA is a popular project, and I myself, I love ADA. I'm a holder of ADA, but I tried to do one that's going to be a bit hard, and ADA still blew it out of the water. So our choices were Cardano or ADA, SingularityNet / AGI, Hedera Hashgraph / HBAR, and Zilliqa or ZIL. And we have ADA taking first place at 71%, AGI tied up with Zilliqa at 7%, and HBAR at 15%. And I was surprised. Like I said, I tried to make this one as hard as I possibly could, and ADA still just absolutely took the cake. If you guys didn't participate on this poll, let me know in the comments which one you would pick, ADA, AGI, HBAR, or Zilliqa. And with that said, guys, that is today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe. You get a video on cryptocurrency. We go over everything that is going on inside the cryptocurrency space. And if you guys could also do me a favor and tap the like button, it helps a ton to push this video in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys for all your support, and I will see you on the next one.